Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the final reviews for Devil's Season 2 of Devil's a Part-Timer, which now I'll be reviewing episodes 11 and 12, because I didn't get to the other one last week, so I've already explained why, like I said, busy with work and all that stuff. I try to do it in 2 videos a single day, but sometimes it doesn't happen all the time. But anyway, episodes 11 and 12 of Devil's a Part-Timer, with all this said and done, after the finale of the last episode, there's gonna be a sequel, or hence season 3 of Devil's Part-Timer coming out, which I'm excited for because, like I said before, big fan of the first season. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. So hopefully by next year, which is gonna come out though, but not official release date, but maybe who knows? Maybe the same time in July that it came out maybe from last year, earlier this year in July. Maybe we'll get almost the same date though, but we'll see on that though. But I'm looking forward to seeing the third season because, like I said, there's more to it in the manga. Like I read though, more of the stuff that I've read in the manga. That's why I know a lot of stuff that's happening. So. But yeah, episodes 11 and 12, they were good, once again good episodes. Leaving how it ended on the last episode, which was good. But I can't wait to see the rest of them. So when the third season comes out in the next year. But anyway, episode 11. What I mentioned how Rika was getting herself getting to go out with Ashia, because they all want to buy TV, remember? And we see that, Rika was getting herself looking all nice because she likes Ashia, right? And I forgot to mention at the end of the last episode of 10, where at the end of the episode where Chiyo, she was at home, she was going to watch TV, and then there's this flash of light, and then all of a sudden she just passed out on the couch. I forgot to mention that though, and so here now she's in the hospital in a coma, and they're trying to figure out why, but that was before. This is before they find out. So Mao, Ashia, Suzuno, and Ushihara and Rika are with them, and they're all checking out the electronic store, look at all these TVs they want to buy, and they see that Rika likes Ashia, and Mao's even talking to Suzuno though, and even Mao's you can say take the possibility if she likes Ashia, that maybe the time they can tell her the truth about who they really are, right? Because I do know, because Rika does eventually, in the manga, right? Rika does eventually find out who they are. She does find out eventually. And then all of a sudden, all these TVs, all the TVs, they just exploded, and they figure out what's going on, and then that's when they found out when the Chiyo's in the hospital in a coma. Like, she's perfectly fine. All the physical stuff, right? But she hasn't woken up. And also before all they go to a restaurant to they find this nice udon place to eat, and they come across this guy with his afro who's like supposed to be an American tourist, and we're trying to speak Japanese, right? And which comes in later. And then they're just trying to figure out, the mystery of what hiding all this. which leading into the next episode, that the final the cause for all the TVs exploding is due to a sonar pulse. And now that Gabriel's involved, but there's also involved a second person involved as well. And there's only 2 places where the signal can be coming from, is either the Tokyo Tower or the what was it, the Docademo Tower was where Emmy works, right? So they decided to split up. Emmy is waiting on one side, one of the buildings, while Mao and Asha check out the Tokyo Tower. And while Emmy's there with Alice, Gabriel shows up and explaining that how angels, because it wasn't Emmy's no information about her mother as well, Lilith, that Gabriel's explaining how angels are more human than not, right? Because as it explains, because Emmy is part angel, so because remember her dad was a human, we saw it back in the first season, right? And saying how that kind of throws off the balance of heaven and all that stuff. So, and also he also brings in the truth that that Emmy's father is alive and well, and that brings a complete shock to her, because later on, after a little scuffle, brief thing with Gabriel, she's now questioning, because that was the reason why she wanted to become the hero and all this journey is trying to defeat the devil, right? Because to avenge her father and everything has happened to her, right? But now that she knows that she's alive now, she's now questioning, what was her meaning, to fight, and what was her meaning in fighting now, right? Not until now when Alice gives her, adorable Alice gives her blow on the nose, gives her a handkerchief to blow her nose on. I mean, Alice is, like I said, she's just so adorable. And then the second person that's involved is the so-called American tourist. His name goes by the name of Ragu. He's also an angel who judges others, who judges other angels, and he's the one who's creating the solar pulses. And then there's this magic aura. It stores Asha and Mao into their demon forms now. They have now, which gives them all the power, gives them their powers back. And even though Mao does have his powers back, he still has a hard time fighting Gabriel, because he said, even with your full strength, you still can't beat me, right? And and then back with Chio, who's now finally has woken up, because even yesterday, in episode 11, while she was in the hospital, Lilith, Emmy's mom, she leaves Chio the ring that she was wearing, the piece of the shard of the Yogg-Sid. And so she uses that to communicate with Chio. And then other times she kind of uses her body, to help fight, right? And before she was asking, what kind of weapons do you use? And she says, well, I have a weapon. Although I am good at archery. So she used her body to create this mystical bow and arrow of light, and which of course she's using her magic to make her hover, of course. And where she shoots Ragul and sends him and Gabriel to retreat. And so, seeing that how that Lilith is speaking through Chio, Emmy wants to know about her though, but not the right moment, but not the right time though, when Chio regains her consciousness back. And so she's gonna hold on to the ring for now, because she wanted to give it to Mao, but Mao says no, it's better be with you. Because which leads back into when she's back in the hospital, and Mao's talking to her, and so Chio's saying that she has the memories of what she has, and she's seeing this little kid, which is the memories of Mao back when he was a kid. Back when he was alone, hurt, and crying. And then now Lilith's now speaking through her again, because he calls him by his real name, Satan Jacob. And he's telling how he explains that she's trying to restore the balance between heaven and to Isla and the demon realm, because you say that Earth is like a bridge, a good place, for being in between the worlds, right? And as she said, she's trying to restore the balance, and that's what Gabriel and Raguel is after. Not only after her, though, but not after the shards, but after Lilith and all that. So, and then and saying that he needs what was it? Lilith is telling Mao that he needs he is saying that telling that Mao and Emmy need to find the death on Earth. You know, DAAET, so like the death. They need to find him and Emmy needs to find this death. And then when he goes back to his apartment, now they finally got a TV, and now they're just all clicking through the like Arushihara Lucifer is now clicking through the channels now. And Mao's standing there smiling, you know. Best things are like back to normal, you know. But season 3 I'm looking forward to. Hopefully that will be maybe it's like sometime in the same July next year, like how this premiered in July, or maybe we'll see in the fall, maybe September or October, maybe. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing. Even though I'm looking forward to seeing it, like I said, the animation. I enjoy the second season. You know, even though the first season I still highly enjoy more though, but I still thoroughly enjoy the second season. I thoroughly do. I mean, the animation, yeah, some people may have problems with the different style of animation because different from the first season. I was never bothered by the different animation. I don't think it was never that bad. It was very decent style of animation. It never took me out my enjoyment for watching this show. The animation was fine. But our characters that as I said before, they've never left at all. Even after 9 years later, they've never left at all. They were still as funny, even with a little bit of drama though. Those characters never left. With Mao, Ashia, Rushihara, Emmy, Susanoo, Chio. Even the times with Mao's manager, even Mitsuki Sarae, or what was his name, the angel of the with the gaze, Sariel, yeah. Seeing him over more heavier because he's been eating a lot to please the manager. And well, I said more, and it shows how more we got more character stuff, growth and development. You know, like more of Mao's backstory back when he was a kid. You know, a demon kid basically, and more how he cried and all that stuff, right? How he's meant to roll things to Lilith, the angel, and more, and which we can see more on Emmy's mother, you know, which that was never established in the first season. Chio's how her love, how she's determined to win Mao's love towards him, you know, because we know that she's very much in love. She's very much in love with him, and we saw that, you know, how she's trying to make her. Make herself, you know, be more trying to give more affection towards Mao. Even Emmy, there was no times where I see that Emmy, you know, may have, she has feelings for Mao. Like I said before, she has feelings for Mao, but she doesn't ever want to admit because she's so determined because he's her enemy. And even though I said now she's now questioning her willing to fight because all this time she became the hero and wanted to fight to defeat the devil was because to avenge her father, right? Well, now they know their father's alive, we'll say, like, oh, what's the point of fighting now because he's alive? But season 2 of Devil's Part-Time, I really did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to seeing the third season, and I also got credit. I also give credit to I forgot to mention the Japanese voice cast. They also do the good job as well. Which eventually down the line, I'm looking forward to seeing the English dub coming out again. Hopefully we'll have the same actors who does the English dub voice as well. I look forward to watching that in the English dub. It was still a very enjoyable series. I feel like some people didn't feel like this was so hyped to like on the other ones. I mean, like Spy Family and Chainsaw Man, right? Those are very hyped series, and like, everybody loves Spy Family, so do I. I love Spy Family. I saw the hype was there, and it paid off at the end. Like, some people are hyping Chainsaw Man, which I think is going to be a pretty good series as well. But I think some people weren't quite as hyped. Maybe because it's 9 years later. It took too long, maybe for them. But to me, it was worth the wait because I enjoyed the series. So to me, the hype for myself was worth it. But yeah, season 2 of Devil's Part-Timer, episodes 11 and 12, they were enjoyable. Especially the finale. Now they got the TV. Now they can watch as much channels as they want now. But yeah, I enjoyed Devil's Part-Timer. I was like I said, big fan of the show. Love the first season. Second season I enjoy now. Looking forward to seeing the third season now. So now this now two series. I just finished Call of the Night. Now with the fall season now. After this video is now there's gonna be the next episode premiere of continuing with Spy Family. That's gonna be next after this. And then after that, we're gonna be off with more movie reviews for October. I pre-recorded a lot of them, and now after Spy Family, then now the Halloween October month of movie reviews will begin. Hope you're looking forward to that though. But Devil's Part-Timer season 2, 11 and 12, enjoyed them, and as much overall the series total with Devil's Part-Timer season 2, I loved it. It was glad that this show came back. Our characters have never left. I thoroughly enjoyed the characters, and all of this more characters and growth and development, And now that Chio has the range to give more mystical powers and using more of that mystical bow and arrow. Rika crushing on Asha. Eventually she'll learn the truth about them. But I said that because I've read the manga, so I lost if I already know what's going to happen. So hopefully expect more to see from season 3 now. But yep, 2 thumbs up for me. Devil's Part-Timer, still a big fan. Enjoy the second season, and I'm looking forward to season 3 now. And so, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode review for now that Spy Family is back, and then more movie reviews for Halloween month. So stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next video.